It's a tough life, the monastic life. The Tibetan language has no word for pleasure, no word for enjoyment. So it's impossible that your return to China will herald the return to serfdom and the feudal society in Tibet. The Tibetan people have gone beyond that, as they have gone worldwide. Gone are the days when the Catholic Church could run Italy, or France, or Quebec, or the Mormons ran Utah, or the Catholics ran Ireland, or the Muslims ran Spain, and Indonesia, and Turkey, and the Buddhist monasteries ran Myanmar, and Thailand, and Malaysia. So those days are gone and past. Or when the Orthodox Church ran Russia, or ex-convicts ran Australia. Although I'm not sure about Australia. Just kidding. And so, Your Excellency, it's for this reason that I refer to your group as the Dalai Lama losers. But you're not losers, and you know that, and I know that. Because you're the spiritual leader of a nominal 800,000 Tibetan Buddhist Chinese, but the real leader of a core of some 10, perhaps 20,000 Tibetan Buddhists who, like yourself, firmly believe that the only purpose for your existence on this planet is to serve God. Now, what a radical, crazy idea that is. Who could believe that? That the only reason that you exist on this planet is to serve God, to do good deeds, to find enlightenment, the Eightfold Path, and through the process of death, attain salvation. You belong to an elite group of some 15 or 20 million inhabitants on this planet who share the same values. These are beliefs and values also shared by Al-Qaeda and Osama bin Laden. They're beliefs shared by the Taliban in Afghanistan, by colonies of Hasidic Jews in Tel Aviv, New York, Miami, and Berlin, by colonies of polygamist Mormons in Arizona, Texas, and Utah, by the enclave of Roman Catholics residing in the Vatican in the heart of Rome, Italy. So these are people, an elite group in this planet, who firmly believe that their spiritual goals cannot be attained in the presence of a modern secular materialistic society. A society like the officials in Beijing are trying to create, not only in Tibet, but throughout China, and even beyond China. And that's why we refer to leaders like Hu Jintao and Dr. Singh in India and Vladimir Putin in Russia. We refer to them as global patriarchs because they have a compassion for others well beyond their own borders, looking after the well-being of all of Asians. And that includes you and your group, Your Excellency. So I think there's a possibility, an opening, that if you use the correct channels, you could present a case to the government in Beijing that you might return to Tibet and live and lead a colony of 5,000 or 10,000 very core, fundamental Tibetan Buddhists who firmly believe that they cannot attain salvation, the Eightfold Way, enlightenment, in a modern secular society in China. And you might be successful in making that case to the government in Beijing and asking that they set up a principality in or around Lhasa, perhaps encircling the Palada Palace, where you could lead a group of 5,000 or 10,000 monks wishing to live a hard monastic life of prayer and meditation in your search for enlightenment. The Chinese government in Beijing might be receptive to that concept. And so I'm going to suggest, if you want to pursue this, I could arrange a private aircraft to pick you up in India, in Dali Lama, your headquarters, and fly you to Xining, China. And there meet Hu Jintao and a group of half a dozen leaders from Beijing, and board the Qinghai Tibetan Railway on a private car and spend the entire group and the entire day with those Chinese leaders, making your case for the establishment of a principality within Tibet, in and around Lhasa, where you could live and lead and return to China to be the spiritual patron of your core monks in Tibet. Thank you for your time.